Welcome to Jets Talk. My name's Ryan. I'll be your pilot. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Boys and girls, I want to talk about something that gets me really fucking pissed off, and it's the hit on Dak Prescott from John Franklin Myers. We all thought it was not a pass, roughing the passer call at the time, and the NFL comes out and says, the NFL told the Jets that the roughing the passer penalty on John Franklin Myers on Sunday should not have been called according to sources. It was a legal fucking hit. Of course it was. He hit him in the fucking hip, not to mention the tackle threw him into him. So, like, for me, this just seems to consistently happen to the New York Jets. And that was a really big spot and a really big part of that game early on. The Jets stopped Dallas on third down. They're getting the ball back. They would have had to kick a field goal. They wound up scoring a touchdown instead. Now, the game ended 30-20, so it wasn't like an overly close game. But that was a very big, impactful moment in that drive because the Jets had just dropped the pick six from Sauce Gardner. I'm pretty sure I have the right drive there. And, just moments later, you get was it Michael Carter maybe on CD Lamb? They get the ball to fall short, and then you see the flag on the field, and you're like, you really got to be kidding me. And this is like a consistent thing that happens with John Franklin Myers. So it's not like uncommon that you're like, what the hell? Why did John Franklin Myers hit the quarterback like a touch late? But this one was clearly not his fault. And it's like the same thing that happened last year with the Patriot game. The Jets could have had a win against the Patriots. We had a fumble recovery or an interception return for a touchdown. And they throw the penalty because John Franklin Myers like sneezed on Mac Jones. Like, this sort of shit is absolutely insane. Not to mention, like, it's clearly thrown like in the face of the Jets because it's like pass interference or roughing the passer calls. Everyone's getting one every single fucking week. The Jets haven't had one in 640 days. 640 days. That is insane. You saw how Mike White was getting throttled, bent in half last season. Zach Wilson's getting shots left and right. I mean, how many times have we seen guys hit Zach late or to the head on multiple occasions just through 2 fucking weeks, and we have to deal with this shit? Every one of these judgment calls by a referee should be able to be reviewed by an independent party that doesn't have any, say if it's got to be New York or whatever it is. You should be able to challenge these types of judgment calls. If it's a judgment call now, it can be a judgment call in the future, and you can fix and correct mistakes of erroneous calls. I think it's absolutely ridiculous that you have the technology to change it, and you have the guidelines for what constitutes a roughing pass or a roughing hit or any of that sort of shit. Because if the NFL can say it, 3 days later, it took us 3 days to analyze this, when everyone plain as day saw it in the moments as soon as we saw the instant replay, it's fucking bullshit. They don't call penalties the right way. They don't call them like evenly across the board. You got to have a quarterback that makes the NFL money if you want to get that yellow towel thrown at you when you get sneezed on. For the Jets, 2 years, no pass interference, no roughing the passer calls. Sorry. I got to go to work. Guys, let me know your thoughts on this stuff. Do you think it's like, just an honest mistake? It happens all the time. Didn't mean it to happen to you guys, just bad luck. Or do you think it's something snake bitten about the New York Jets as to why we're 640 days into this fucking no roughing the passer call? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, go Jets. Jets!